Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your on channel AC Astro, a long series of ascendants. 2025 yearly horoscope. Now, the finally concluding ascendant Pisces. How this year will be for Pisces people. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Ram Ram. Yes, we are going to discuss about Pisces. Lot of other ascendants also we spoke about. Pisces also very very beautiful ascendant. Here with 2025, how this is going to be for all the Pisces Lagna people. Here we're going to talk about this. Before that, before starting the video, all of 2025 we'll be doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course as well. So those who are enrolling, all the best. Those who are enrolled, welcome to the course. And according to when you're watching the video, at that point of time, when and what course is happening, you have to ask Samantha and she will be able to help you. January begins, and Happy New Year for all the people. Mercury enters into Sagittarius. The start of the month or start of the year happens from your Lord of the Kendra. That means Lord of the third house and the seventh, Lord of the fourth house and the seventh house. That is Mercury, Buddha Dev. It enters into Sagittarius, and when Kendra Lord is in Kendra, it is a Raja Yoga. It is a positive sign, especially in the house related to your career. There can be seen, you can see that career wise and communication wise in career, if things were not working in a very positive sense, here it will start getting into a lot of positivity. So career wise, lot of great things are going to be seen here because Mercury is the planet that really cares about all the inner peace and happiness of people of Pisces ascendant. And also status. This is the time that seventh house lord is fourth from itself. This means that there can be possibility of promotion or some designation change. So all the best to people. And sun enters into Capricorn. This is a time when it marks about Makar Sankranti, a very very big auspicious event in all of Southeast Asia, where we talk about Surya Dev, going to the house of his son. Very auspicious. It is supposed to be lot of rituals happen, lot of gifting happens, lot of sweets are then also distributed. Here this is the 11th house, and look at sun is the sixth house lord, exactly sixth from itself. That means victory from enemies, wishes, hopes, and big dreams. If you're working on something, it's coming true. So a very positive alignment for all the people. This is also great time. Later when we see Mars enters into Gemini, into the Kendra. Mars is the second house lord, and Mars is also the ninth house lord. That means your destiny and wealth is ruled by Mars. Coming to the fourth house, very good time for real estate. Anything to do with home, vehicles, conveyances, or getting your luxury, domestic luxury. Exactly. This is the time that lot of good things are going to be coming to you. So a very positive placement of planets here. Mars is going to aspect the seventh house where Ketu Devta is there. So we have to be careful in relationships and make sure that there is no fight and rift and disputes. Otherwise, it is going to be a very extremely awesome time for all the people. Later, Mercury, the lord of the fourth house, goes to the 11th house. Now this is the time you are gaining from real estate. You are also gaining from your wealth from your home. So exactly a very extremely positive kind of placement is happening. One more thing, 11th house is the house of wishes, hopes. Anything that you're wishing related to partnership, gains from partnership, anything to do with marriage, this is the time that something very positive can be seen in that area also. So awesome time for all the people. Whenever the Kendra Lord is said to go to the 11th house, you get some extreme help from divine, and that can be also suddenly some friend or some elder sibling or anyone turning up against the whole world and trying to help you somewhere. So absolutely blessing from the divine. And this is fifth from the seventh house. So this also means that absolutely gains in romantic relationship, gains, and because they are aspecting the fifth house of romance and love, so that means here love and romance wise also things are very positive. And now happens the most awesome thing for your chart, and this is when the third house lord and the eighth house lord, that is Shukra, Venus, who's not a very benefic planet in this chart, but it becomes exalted in your ascendant. And with Kerahu, extreme gains, your body, mind, face, attitude, yourself, you yourself, your physical outlook, in fact, your fame, your nature, your health, wealth, sorrow, everything, in everywhere there will be positive impacts. If the health is bad, it will start becoming very much better. If there is any problem related to your attitude, or you're not being able to be up to the mark in some areas, this is also going to be very positive for you. So it is such a beautiful placement that I can't even tell you, and I'm very jealous because of this placement for you guys. So In the beginning of the year, you're having all the possibilities, but this year is a very very heavy year for your ascendant, because lot of things are going to happen here. Lot of things are going to happen here. And Shani Devta, who is the lord of your 12th house and the house of gains, and also spiritual exploration as well as subconscious mind, foreign travel, is also going to transit. But Venus entering into Pisces, very good time for things related to your attitude, your own physical outlook. There'll be a lot of changes, there'll be a lot of more freshness, positivity in your attitude. But on the other hand, it is a little bit of challenging for relationships. Firstly, Ketu Devta is sitting there and getting the aspect of Venus, which is a debilitated aspect here. It can be a little bit of challenge related to marriage or partnership, business partnership. There can be some kind of challenge related to you want to take things in a very luxurious way. Other people want to take things in very mediocre way. That is where rift can happen. But in overall sense, January is a very beautiful month for you. And everyone must be thinking that 2025 yearly horoscope, we want to see that how our chart, how our dasha, antardasha, our sade sati, which is beginning, how it's going to be. So here, WhatsApp link is in the description, and you can book online also on acastro.ca. All the best. February, here Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev, number one thing that it does is turns direct into Taurus. It got retrograde on 9th of October 2023 or 2024, and now it is getting direct in Taurus. And this time Jupiter is at very very running very fast. Here in the in the third house of communication, it is getting direct, aspecting your seventh house of marriage, aspecting ninth house of higher education, aspecting the 11th house of gain. So this means that in these aspects there is going to be extreme good improvement in your life. There's going to be a lot of gains. Also a very important time for marriage. Many people will be getting marriage proposals, and you will be getting into the marriage area of your life. So absolutely very wonderful. Now this is a very big transit, so we cannot cover in 2 3 lines or 1 2 minutes. Here we'll be talking about this in a very big exclusive larger scale video where we'll be giving remedies as well. So do subscribe so that you do not miss any part of this in your whenever you want to check about it. On the other hand, here, what is happening? Mercury enters into Aquarius, into the 12th house. Now, when the 7th house Lord in the 12th house, when the 4th house Lord in the 12th house, this means that either for partnership reasons, either with your spouse, now your marriage is happening, so honeymoon is also happening. So, this is the time that there will be travel abroad, or for spiritual reasons, also, there is possibility that you may be traveling during this time. But Venus, Mercury is sitting with Saturn. Saturn is a very dear friend of Mercury. Here, both are very comfortable, and this is a point where Mercury, all the things related to your communication and your partnership, also comes in a lot of discipline. So there is a kind of discipline aura that is happening during February 11th and onwards. Later, Sun enters into Aquarius. Now, this is the time when the sixth house Lord is in the 12th house, making Viprit Rajyog. One thing we have to be careful about is debts and sleep and enemies and fear. 12th house is the house of subconscious mind, something that goes on in your mind, and you don't have control over that thoughts. And this is where Sun, being the sixth house Lord coming to the 12th house, can create a little bit of disturbance in sleep pattern because of Saturn's conjunction. Also, the energy of Saturn and Sun do not go hand in hand here. So this is where we have to be careful. But on the other side, there is a possibility that there'll be expenses related to foreign country. You're going to foreign country for leisure, for travel, for higher education. In fact, for health reasons also, that you have health problems, suddenly you have to go to foreign country to get your treatment done. So such kind of things are showing up here. Later, Mars also gets direct here. This is also very positive news from February of 2024, fourth house. All the delays that are related to real estate signing, anything to do with purchase of any vehicles, or in your home area, construction got very slow. It will take full swing in very, very positive way. So it is also beautiful time. And then Mercury, the Kendra Lord, comes to the Kendra in the ascendant, becomes debilitated here. And here Venus is exalted. So what is this? This is called Neech Bhang Raj Yog. Whenever an exalted and a debilitated planet will sit together, the only positive results of both will come. There is going to be no negative results at all, because they do a deal between themselves. Okay, I am sitting here weaker, you give me power. You are sitting, you're aspecting there weaker, I will give you power. So this is how they negotiate. And there is a lot of positivity now in your attitude, also in your body, in yourself, also in your physical outlook also. And on the other hand, also your partnership and everything is career, or your partnership, spouse, life partner, anything to do with your happiness, joy from the spousal side is going to be in at peak, like very very awesome. since all this is going, and there's going to be a lot of transits, and your dasha antardasha would be completely different also. Sometimes it may not even match what I'm saying because of your dasha. You're going through some rahu and saturn dasha, so unless and until they make a big move, nothing big is going to happen in your life. So if you want to get tailored result for your 2025 yearly horoscope, you can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in description also for personal appointments. All the best. Here, Venus retrogrades in Pisces because Venus got to know that I am the most powerful being here, and Mercury comes here and communicates to Venus that here there is going to be a very celestial big event that is happening, and that is called an eclipse. It is happening here, so I would suggest that you just wait here sometime, so that at least when this everything is done, you are here, you witness this. This is the most area where you are the most powerful in all of the planets. So please be here and please guide here very nicely. And here is where Venus gets retrograde and says that, okay, I will wait. So now what happens here when Venus gets retrograde? It is the third house lord and the eighth house lord. So anything that was very hidden is going to be challenges, like secrets of your life can be revealed. And during this time, third house communication is going to be little bit of off the topic. So you will be someone will be asking you something, you'll be saying something. So such kind of things can happen here. Later, Sun enters into Pisces. Now, Sun is the lord of the sixth house, enters to the Lagna here. Whenever, like, it's not a very malefic planet for Pisces ascendant, because Guru, Brahaspati, it bows down to Sun, and it has given Sun the area of enemies. That it said, okay, whenever there is any enemies that comes here, you are the one who can guide them, because Sun is here and it is going to make an eclipse. This is the time that your initiatives should stop, something to initiate something, to start something. This is where you should be very careful, because this is the eclipse, so your attitude, yourself, your nature, your current aura is going to be a little bit of challenging, little bit of quarrelsome. That is what in simple way. Mercury retrogrades on 15th of March and 13th and 14th. During that time, there's be a complete lunar eclipse as well. So your mind will also not be in your control. Look at Moon. Moon is the fifth house lord, very, very favorable for you. But since it is going to get afflicted here, this means that during this time, partnership, relationships, you yourself can become a little bit aggressive, and also out of like little bit out of mind behavior. That you may not be in your senses when you say something wrong and then later say, oh my God, what did I do? Such kind of energy is going on. Later, Saturn enters into Pisces. So here, this is a very, very big transit, and this is that transit, and I have spoken about in all ascendants. This is that transit when if you go back to the story of the celestial system which happened when Sun first time took Saturn into its hand, there was complete eclipse everywhere, because Sun got really, like, when Saturn looked at Sun, it is the exact time eclipse happened, and this exact date, you see, March 29th, it is ending at that, entering at that is a solar eclipse. It's a very big transit. Solar eclipse happening in your ascendant. All the four planets, the bodily planets, are aspecting the seventh house where Ketu is. So here you have to be very careful in relationships. Any aspect of relationship is the major area we have to focus. Saturn has now also changed its drishti. The aspect of Saturn has completely changed. Saturn's aspecting your third house, your seventh house, and your 10th house now. So that means it will start working towards your courage, towards your hobbies, towards your personal interest, towards your communication. It is aspecting the seventh house towards your business partnerships, anything in terms of spousal partnership also, and aspecting the 10th house of your fame, ability, dignity, power, rank, ego, anger, anything to do with wealth, action, and discipline, and also anything that has to do with your occupation and career. Here, everywhere, Saturn is aspecting. This is a very big transit, and there can be some very major things happening during this time when Saturn is transiting. So, what we need to do here during this time is see, this is very big transit, so we cannot cover in a very small way. Saturn coming to the Kendra, and especially the 11th house lord in the Lagna. This means during this time, lot of hard work is required for gains. Those who are in foreign countries, many people may be returning back, saying that, okay, we are done, we don't want to be here, because Saturn is exited and coming to the, it is coming to the ascendant. So many people may be also traveling from their home country to foreign country, saying that we are starting new beginnings now for the next 30 years. This whole cycle, it's a complete cycle, na? It's in your ascendant, a complete cycle has been completed, and Saturn is back to reset into the first house. Two three things. This is a very big video, so we'll be making a complete separate video on Saturn transit and how it is going to impact your life. That will also have remedies, because it's very important with Saturn to do remedies. You have headache, right? So you need little bit of medicine, otherwise your headache does not go away, or you need to rest. Some kind of remedy you're doing, right? So same way here also we'll do some kind of remedy for that. Do subscribe so that you do not miss such kind of videos on the channel, because we keep uploading every transit. All the best. April comes, eclipse energy is still present because Sun has not exited here. Till 14th of April, this energy will be here. But Mars enters into Cancer, into debilitation. Now, this is the time when speculative gains or problem related to your love life, if you're depending on your dasha of Mars, Antardasha, or you're even in your normal love life, suddenly there can be some kind of rift, quarrels, which can create a little bit of problem. In your stomach area, there can be ulcers, there can be some kind of surgery also. And this surgery can also be for progeny. That means people who are delivering kids. So this is possible whenever fifth house and eighth house will have any combination here. And this time it is a very luxurious and very awesome yoga, because Mars is sitting in the fifth house aspecting the eighth house, and the dispositor of the eighth house, the lord of the eighth house, is in ascendant and it's in exaltation. And right now retrograde, but it is in exaltation. Very soon it is going to turn direct. That means lottery, any kind of windfall, some kind of money from hidden sources is going to be seen during this time. Or walking down the street, you just get $100 bill. Such kind of energy is what this energy is. Mars is also aspecting the 11th house with lot of exalted nature. So that means every effort you will put to get your wishes, hope, and your income going up, your gains are going to happen. So it's a very positive time. All of 2025 will also be doing astrology for beginners, the course here, introduction to astrology till 27 nakshatras, everything in between, seven planets, and everything is written on the screen as well. So you will be a part of it, you will be learning it. So all the best, and see you on the other side. Depending on when you ask, you have to ask Samantha that what is this course and what is the time the next course is, and you will be able to join then. Here, if you see Venus, Mercury turns direct, and on top of that, Venus will also turn direct. But Mercury turns direct, and Kendra Lord is now direct in Kendra. That means this is positive sign. Things will start moving in the right way, because Mercury said, "Okay, I am done. I witnessed everything, the eclipse, the drama, everything that is happening in this house. So only five planets sitting together here. So this is where Mercury was overwhelmed, and now it is relaxing. It will start moving towards Aries, and it will be very positive thing for everyone. Your wealth is going to increase during this time. Later, Venus says, okay, I could do whatever I possible in my life, and I try to keep as much as cool, as much as calm, as much as luxury here that is possible, and this is what I have done. So now Venus is also moving forward towards the second house. But Venus moving to the second house is a challenge, because it will be 12th from the third house. That means because of communication, because of some kind of your courage shown in the wrong way, you can have wealth loss. We'll talk about it. Sun, Surya Dev, enters into Aries, into exaltation. And when Surya Dev enters into Aries, this is the time that it enters into what nakshatra? Ashwini nakshatra. It is the Gandanta point, right? It is Ashwini nakshatra, which is nakshatra of all the Ketu nakshatras are Gandanta points. Gandanta points, those who don't know, comment below. I will send you the video for this. Here in Gandanta point, this is the time that Sun will completely transform, and since it has come out from a eclipse, it is a time for him to relax. And for relaxation, Ashwini, both the Ashwini Kumaras are going to nurture Sun with all of healing abilities that they have. So every time, next time also, when Sun is going to be into an eclipse, when it comes to it will come to Scorpio. It will Ketu will move to Leo, and Sun will come to Virgo. Sorry, in Virgo it will get again into eclipse, and then also it comes into debilitation, because the aspect of Sun goes on Ashwini nakshatra, and Ashwini heal it. So this is when Ashwini nakshatra is going to be very active. Sun is going to be very powerful, and healing energy will be there. So a lot of healing in your speech, in your investments, in anything to do with your in your status in your society is going to be very big. Your fame and name can come. Healing of enemies also. Loan repayment time. So very positive time in April of 2025. Moving on, May begins, and May is also an exciting month here. When we talk about May, Mercury enters into Aries first, and here the Lord of the Kendra, and Lord of the seventh and the fourth house is coming in the second house. That means during this time, buying of any real estate in partnership or buying of any fixed asset in partnership is possible. Buying of gold, silver, jewelry is also very possible. So depending on what aspect and where you are in life, this is the kind of expenses that you may do. Mercury comes here and it is 11th from the fourth house. That means it is going to be some gains through property or so vehicles or some kind of wealth is going to come. So wealth is sorted. Jupiter, we will come there. 2025 yearly horoscope. Those who want to book online, acastro.ca, or there's WhatsApp link in the description as well. All the best. Here, a very big transit is happening. That is Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev enters into Gemini. Now, this is another very positive area where Jupiter, the Kendra Lord, exactly comes forth from itself. It has been struggling a lot and lot and lot in the third house to, get your courage up, try to give you growth there. But now it has come to the fourth house. Again, expansion in your home area, expansion in anything to do with your mother's health. She's going to become much better. There is going to be possibility that a lot of happiness feeling is there. People's property, anything to do with hidden money also is seen in very nice way here. And the most important thing is that real estate and vehicles in that area also, if you're getting into it first time, this is the time that Jupiter, Brahaspati, they will help you. In fact, the aspect of Brahaspati Dev is happening on the 8th house. So research-based projects, superb for you. A lot of breakthrough, especially those working in medical field, those working in IT field, those who are in research. Venus, Brahaspati Dev aspecting the 10th house. That means again fame, ability, dignity, power. You have to know that wherever Jupiter will aspect, there will be growth in that area. And here, Brahaspati Dev aspecting the 12th house. This is also a positive sign because here, lot of things related to foreign countries or a lot of gains from foreign countries is seen. Losses will cut down. So this is how blessing of Jupiter, the ninth aspect of Jupiter is going to go. Now, this is also very big transit. We'll not be concluding in such small stuff. We'll be making a very, very extreme, bigger, longer video. And for that, you need to subscribe. Otherwise, you will not be able to see it when we release it. So just hit the subscribe button. It's free for you. And just be connected so that when we upload, you will be able to see that what remedies you need to do if your Jupiter is malefic, if your Jupiter is debilitated in your birth chart. So many different aspects. And according to your current Dasha, Mahadasha, what are the remedies that you need to do? We'll be talking about that. Sun, on the other hand, enters into Taurus. Now, Taurus here is the third house. The sixth house Lord is in the third house. And if you see here, exactly this is where sixth house Lord is sitting 10th from itself. This means that there is going to be some good communication, good positive income, what you say, answers from the professional area of your life, from your workplace. Diseases, etc., XYZ will also get solved. There's also possibility because of work and workplace requirement, you may travel to shorter period of time. So May 15th and onwards, this is the energy that is happening. And then another big transit, and Rahu and Ketu are making their big transit and now coming to one of the most comfortable places. Rahu coming in the 12th house, which is very comfortable for Rahu because it considers Aquarius as the own sign, and Ketu, the significator of moksha, significant of liberation, coming to the house of the soul giver. That means Surya. There is a very big relationship between Ketu and Surya, by the way. Remember, if Surya goes and sits in Magha Nakshatra, such people are kingly, they become king. So this is how positive both their relationship is. And Ketu is no enemy to sun. Ketu is enemy to moon. Rahu is enemy to sun. So this is also another thing that we have to be thinking about. That's why Ketu. Why no? You know why Ketu is the enemy of Sun, Moon, Rohiji? Because Ketu does not have a mind, and Moon rules the mind. Ketu does not have a mind, right? It is headless. It does not have the mind of its own. That's why it is an enemy to Moon, and it has a soul. And what is the Karaka of soul? Sun. So it is very positive with Sun. So in this house, it is very nice. In the sixth house, so lot of problems related to diseases and things will go. But because sixth house is the house where Ketu can make you get into politics, some kind of politics in your workplace, or you talking very headlessly to other people who you just trust and they can backstab you. And this is the way that Ketu says that you have to get detached to such people, and there will be a lot of anxiety, depression kind of situation in your workplace because you will be not comfortable there. So we have to do specific remedies for it. Here Rahu in the 12th house, this is also very, very awesome transit because here 12th house is the house of foreign journeys, and Rahu is, and also spirituality. Rahu is a very extremely spiritual planet, by the way. If it was not spiritual, it would have never got so much boons in life. And then between God sitting down and taking nectar of immortality, it's not like done by some any Tom, Dick, and Harry. It is like mom. It is so, Rahu is so powerful, so spiritual, has so much knowledge. That's why we call Rahu a hero. He's like a heroic planet. Like anywhere where there is, like, if there is a fire, all the other planets will run away. Rahu will go in the fire and fight the fire. That kind of power he has. So Rahu in the 12th house is also going to make sure that your expenditure, everything that happens is going to be more on traveling and more on luxury. Here, because Rahu is a planet of subconscious mind as well, illusion. So illusion in subconscious mind can come. Now again, this is a very big transit. We cannot cover everything in a very small time frame. So we will be making a very big video with Rahu and Ketu transit and the remedies that you need to do. Small remedies under $10, and which will help you to make sure that there is blessings from all the sides of life, all the aspects of life. So do subscribe, otherwise you will miss this. This is going to be a very research based, completely awesome video. I am already preparing on it. So all the best. Mercury enters into Taurus here. No problem. The Lord of the fourth house is 12th from itself, and Sun is also, showing this thing that Ketu has come to the sixth house. Make sure that communication related to your workplace, communication relationship in absolutely friendship, where you think that enmity can happen if they get to know this, has to be avoided, and try to make sure that you are keeping it low during this time. If there is a travel away from home, it can cause a little bit of disturbance there also during this time after 23rd of May. And then Venus enters into Aries. Here, the Lord of the eighth house is in the second house. That's mean gains of wealth. And suddenly gain of wealth, how? Through your partnership. There can be also possibility that during this time, expenses also is demanded from partnership. So you may gain some wealth in some contract, but suddenly you have to always reinvest it. So such kind of energy is coming, which is not bad. You should go ahead with reinvestments of property, or your money that comes to you. All the best. 2025 yearly horoscope. Those who are thinking that we want to get a tailored result about hard chart, that how it's going to be for us, here this is an opportunity. You can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, so you can ask Samantha about this yearly reading. It's very nominal, and it is every year. This is how I begin my year, nominal reading, so that it is going to be benefit you to plan the whole year. June, Mercury enters into Gemini, into its own sign with Jupiter, comes and shakes hand with Jupiter that, oh, hi Jupiter, hello. Are you comfortable here? Do you need anything? Do you need anything related to real estate for staying somewhere? Do you need any luxury? Do you need anything related to domestic peace and happiness? I'm here to provide you with all the things. We are both Kendra Lords, and here we are not enemies of each other. So thank you. And it's a very pleasant time for, again, anything to do with your home property and that kind of area. If your Mahadasha and XYZ allows you to get into such kind of thing, then it is a very, very beautiful period. Mercury is also going to be aspecting the 10th house. So there's going to be growth and lot of communication opportunities in your workplace also. So beautiful time. Later, Surya Mangal Devta says, "Okay, I am done, man. I was too debilitated for a longer period of time. Now I want to get into Leo." Here, when it gets into Leo, there is a very positive thing here that happens. And in Leo, it happens is that it starts giving very, very extremely positive results in terms of enemies. Enemies who were trying to trouble you, who were trying to be bad to you. Mars and Ketu together will like slaughter them. That is how this is. No enemy will be able to come and stand in front of you. There is possibility that during this time, higher education, you may take a lot of debt also for higher education can be happening, and especially to go to a foreign country because of the aspect of Mars on the ninth house and the 12th house and lagna. So here it says that there can be possibility that you may go to foreign countries, competitions. If you're in any competitions where you want to succeed, you're going any exams, anything during this time, Mars energy is so powerful that depending on your dasha and antardasha, if there is any time Mars coming in dasha, antardasha, pratyantra dasha, sukshma dasha, prana dasha, anywhere, then also this is very, very extremely positive. One of the best thing that is happening to you. I'm very, very happy about it. Here, if you also see, there is a Ketu and Mars conjunction. So these are both like a little bit of aggressive planets. And Ketu, if you see, Rahu does not have a sword in his hand. Ketu always has a sword ready to fight. It is the planet that can take single-handedly take entire army of seven kingdoms down. That's how powerful Ketu is. And this is the time then Mars, also the warlord, coming here. So this is that internal war also with your health is also seen. Internal war in your health area. So where you will get victory also. So again, positive results for all the people. Sun enters into Gemini, not a problem. The sixth house lord is 11th from itself. Again, tells you gains in workplace. There is possibility. Sun is aspecting the 10th house, fame, ability, dignity, power, rank. Lot of positive things coming to you. Wealth, your ego. Yeah, because Sun is egoistic planet, so ego can also become higher. So if you get any powerful position during this time, make sure, and that is absolutely possible also because the seventh house lord is also 10th from itself with the 10th house lord. So this means that there is going to be professional elevation during this time. In June, you can expect a growth or a raise, or there is going to be a promotion. So this is how you should be taking. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into Cancer. Again, no problem here. The Kendra Lord is in Trikona. This is Mahalakshmi Trikona. Again, wealth wise, some good things. Mercury is the Karak of knowledge as well, because it is Buddhi, to do with your brain intelligence. Here, Mercury is sitting in the house of education and skill. So your skill development, there can be some trainings, education wise, which will lead to lot of gains. Health, love life wise also, there can be some kind of very positive, because this is also the house of unconditional love. So all the best to all the people. And then Venus enters into Taurus, into its own sign, restores lot of things that were ups and downs in the communication area. If there was any communication area which was your barrier and you were not able to proceed because of that, here Venus comes and it really solves all the problem. There is also possibility in short distance journey now. During this time, there is going to be some growth, you will see, with siblings also, with friends also. There's going to be a very pleasant time. And those who are considering of getting their hobby converted into business, this is an excellent time for you. So all the best. June is very favorable. And yearly horoscope, those who want to book, you can book online on acastro.ca. On the first link only, you will see that it is yearly horoscope you can book. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description also. So all the best. July, Saturn, Shanidev retrogrades in Pisces. Now, this is Shanidev just entered here. Sadisati begin for all the people who are Aries moon here in Pisces ascendant Aries moon. Sadisati begins for you. And here it is just getting retrograde now towards its own sign. Saturn has not even taken much degrees here. It is retrograde for a very it is very slow. 5 months it takes for Saturn to go into retrogression and come back into direct motion. So what is this? This is the time that your attitude, yourself, your physical outlook, your health, every approach of your life has to be taken into a lot of disciplinary manner. The more discipline you will show, the more Saturn will give you good results, especially in related to communication, related to partnership, and related to business and work. Lot of dedication, lot of discipline in that area should be seen. Saturn tells you that if there is some misconduct is happening, try to solve it before I become direct. Otherwise, I will start giving you the results that you deserve. So, good karma, good results, bad karma, bad results. This is a very big transit. It's not going to be covered in this way saying that good, bad. It has to be elaborated in a very longer way. There should be remedies here because Saturn is getting retrograde. So we have to do remedies, lot of remedies. So make sure that you subscribe the video so that you do not subscribe the channel so you do not miss it when we are uploading the Saturn video. Sun enters into Cancer, no problem here. But here it is 12th from the 6th house. That means some enemy or someone may succeed during this time, taking your weakness into consideration, that you were too aggressive, this, that, whatnot, and can create a little bit of problem for you. There can also be a problem with, maternal mother's side of family. There can be some kind of rift, dispute, and some kind of not satisfaction in that area. There is also possibility of some injury that can happen because Mars and Ketu are here, and the lord of the sixth house is 12th from itself. So some kind of visit or hospital giving your blood in July is also possible. So very careful in this area. Mercury, on the other hand, is a little bit of baffled that, okay, what has happened? Why is Saturn retrograde? Let me become retrograde and let me ask, what you say, Brahaspati, that if everything is okay, it is in the Kendra in your sign, what is happening here? Because it is retrograde in the fifth house. So your creativity wise, you smart is one thing, over smart is another thing. So creativity wise, you have to be smart, not over smart. This is what it means. Secondly, in the area related to your love life, make sure that they does not become your enemy because of the other stress that you're facing from the outside world. So this is a time of utmost carefulness, and try to understand that the energy is now inward. So this means this is a time you have to put your own effort towards love life and stuff like that, and children also, education also. Venus enters into Gemini. This is positive sign. When Venus and Jupiter will come together, this is called what yoga, Rohitji? Lakshmi Narayan yoga. This is a very auspicious, and very soon Mercury is also come here, and so this is going to be proper exact Lakshmi Narayan yoga in your Kendra, in the fourth house. In this time, if you manifest to buy a house, to buy a vehicle, to get into luxury, very good time after 18th of July this year. So all the best to you people. Then Venus On the other hand, enters after Venus enters into Gemini, Mars will enter into Virgo here. Mars will enter into Virgo and change it direction. It is taking the aspect of Saturn. There is no problem. Mars is very powerful here right now. Mars is also aspecting your 10th house. That means career will see lot of effort from your side. Mars is aspecting the ascendant. That means it is now repairing your ascendant, saying that okay, now we have to come into a lot of discipline and take action in some places where you need to take action. And Mars is aspecting the second house, which is the own sign. So during this time, money from partnership is seen after July 28, 2025. So again, an auspicious time for all the people. Some ups and downs will come, man. We cannot be saying that no ups and downs will come. Some ups and downs will come. This is human life. We are supposed to suffer here in this realm. But otherwise, good placement is also there in between. In between, other planets are supporting with a very nicer way. For yearly horoscope, you can book online on acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description as well. Later, Mercury says, okay, I will turn direct into Cancer. I know that Venus is here, it will take care of everything. My best friend is meeting. So, two gurus together in the fourth house. This is the time that your mother's blessing will act as blessing of Lord Vishnu himself or Mahalakshmi himself. So, take your mother's blessings. Completely devote yourself to the energy of mother or mother. Mother like personalities in your life. Mercury turns direct into Cancer now. Things related to your love life and all will also start seeing very much communication wise, and if education wise somewhere you got rejection, nothing was happening, now you will get accepted in some place, and in September intake you will be able to join that classes. So beautiful time for you. Sun enters into Leo and eclipse energy begins, because why? Sun is near to Ketu, getting very near to Ketu. It will be moving from this house, because the true and the mean transits are what the we look at Ketu and Rahu. Sun is here right now. Sun has come to the sixth house in its own sign. It will try to repair everything related to health, your enemies, any fights, any court cases, any problems that you're going through. Sun will make sure that it burns away all the people here, because Mars has already made everyone weak. Now, Sun will come here and make sure that they are finished. This is what it is happening. So, health wise, also, it's very good time for you. But because it is aspecting the 12th house, if any illegal work you're doing, if anything to do with bad things, and it is aspecting Rahu there can be imprisonment during the time from 17th of August and onwards. So that's why very careful those who are in unethical business, unethical work. This is a time that something can come out. And I told you last time also, uh, when Venus will come into the ascendant, the eighth house lord comes into the ascendant, exalted. That is time is powerful, right? It will bring out all the things related to hidden things, and later. Obviously, when it comes out, you have a lot of strength, right? You will talk to this person, that person, try to use your influence. But later on, when influence goes away, then this is the time that you will get caught. So very careful about everything, like any unethical practice or any problem with the government during this time. If you're giving any exams related to government, you will have victory in that. So that is another very positive uh, you know indication here. There's going to be victory in exams. So beautiful. On the other hand, Venus enters into Cancer here. This is the Lord of the eighth house in the fifth house. Whenever fifth house and eighth house, I always keep telling they'll have combination. There is speculative gains that is seen. So mark this date from 30th of August onwards. There is speculative gain. Those who are into share market, stock market, those who are into creative field, acting, singing, dancing, anything that has work creative. Those who are in painting, those who are in teaching, those who are actually, trying to conceive during this time. Very very awesome time for you. Very very, there are two times here. When Venus comes here, very good time for conceiving, and then when Brahaspati, Jupiter, will come here, very good time for conceiving. So absolutely all the best. Eclipse energy is still on and on and on, and Mercury enters into Leo. Mercury says, whenever there is an eclipse, I have to witness everything. And this time Venus also says, I also have to witness everything. So Mercury enters into Leo, and here the eclipse energy goes up and up. This is the Kendra Lord in the sixth house. That means a lot of repair is needed for your marriage, or for your spouse, or your business partnership. This is where the communication can go wrong now, and there can be some kind of ups and downs in the area related to your anything to do with your legal cases, anything to do in business, anything to do in business partnership, marriage partnership. And if you're going through divorce and everything, it will not be in your favor during this time, because the Lord of the seventh house is 12th from itself, telling losses through spouse is possible, losses through business partner is possible. So somewhere a little bit up and down happens in life, and this is that period when you have to be careful. For yearly horoscope, I've spoken so many times, but here you can book online on acastro.ca or on WhatsApp link given below. Now, 7th and 8th is when lunar eclipse will happen. That's a total lunar eclipse. And fifth house lord, that means your mind and your stuff related to, your children can be a little bit heavy during this time. There can also be possibility that, you will be complete blank in education area and things like that. And depending on your dasha and antardasha, this is all depending on your dasha. If you're not going through any moon dasha, Venus dasha, nothing, you have to just be careful about not doing anything illegal. Because see here, sun, whenever, what happens when lunar eclipse happen, when solar eclipse happen, whenever they're opposite to each other and they come between, like moon comes between earth and sun, that is why these kind of things happen. And there is also one very beautiful thing which I read. Rohitji, this is a very big research point. We don't have the equipments for it, but yes. So Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. Okay, what happened? K.N. Rao sir, he mentioned in one of his lectures that in ISRO there was this lady. I don't remember his name. She was the chief that time during the eclipse in 1994 or 1997, I guess, 4 or 7. So then they had this telescope directly mounted at the sun and the moon before the eclipse and after the eclipse. They said there were little small snakes, very small snakes, snake kind of, or maybe, when you it exactly, I will post that video if you want. Exactly like some flame and in the shape of a snake. It was coming exactly on the corners of, the cornea, where the cornea was seen. There were snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes, millions of snakes and snakes and snakes and snakes. So they said that this is can be an illusion, but it is recorded evidence is there that during this eclipse, Rahu and Ketu are really present, man. So it is not like a story, it is really there in any horoscope or any chart or in the celestial system also. So this is that kind of eclipse happening. So very control over your mind, your emotional, your sleep pattern may be disturbed during this time. So that is a very common thing during eclipses. Later, the eclipse energy is still on, and Mars enters into Libra, into the sixth house. Mars is the lord of the second house. Mars is the lord of the ninth house also. Here, your destiny may not work, and there can be sudden fights and diseases and sorrow and fear also may come through enemies, through reptiles, through, some kind of insect bite. You may have to visit hospital suddenly for your, some anxiety. So this kind of problem. So it's in the eclipse period, we have to be very, so September mark, very careful, extremely spiritual during this time. Make sure that you're meditating, you're having good aura around you, you're burning the sesame oil in your house so that all the negativity is outside. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into Virgo because it realizes after meeting Sun that my God, eclipse is happening in the seventh house, not anywhere else, in my own sign where I'll be exalted. And before that, Venus also comes to the sixth house. I forgot about Venus completely. September 15th is when Venus will enter into Leo, and September 15th is when Mercury will enter into Virgo. So, same day, two things are happening. Venus coming here is the third house lord in the sixth house. That means obstacles wise, if there is any big obstacles with communication, with some kind of talking it out, there can be some kind of what you say, some relief. And because it is making a Viprit Rajyog, the eighth house lord is in the sixth house. There is possibility that again positive outcome comes here. Then later eclipse happens when Sun is transiting into Virgo, into the seventh house. Now see, Ketu is transiting and it is at the cusp of the Virgo and the Leo sign. And when Sun enters into Leo and gets at least 1.5 degree, there is where it will take, or maybe 2 degrees actually. This is where exactly the eclipse will happen in Virgo. So we have to be careful about relationship, partnership, and any kind of drift dispute between spouse and between business partnership. This is the key area during this time. And health wise, also, we have to not ignore even small indication that we get, because the seventh house is a Maraka house. Here, Mars is an extreme Maraka. That's why I told you when Mars will go to the eighth house, you will start feeling very uncomfortable. There can be also problem like fear, some kind of animal bite. When I saw one chart, when Mars entered here, I asked the question to them that, in whenever what the time was, like 2004 or 6, that Mars was in the eighth house exactly for Pisces. Did you have any kind of problem like animal bites or? And they said the cat bit me. It was not like very, but a cat in the house. The cat very aggressive. I don't know what happened. She bit me. So such kind of small things also happen, but happens because of the planetary areas in your life. So all the best in eclipse energy. Make sure we are going making very big, larger videos here to explain you the eclipse energy as well as how we want to be safe here. All the pregnant ladies, anyone who was who's in very older state, very young kids who are very vulnerable. We have to make sure that we do all the remedies properly, and for that, AC Astro has taken the initiative to upload all the videos and the remedies, very simple remedies, Vedic remedies from the Parashara Hora Shastra, not from anywhere. Oh, burn koila and stand on the burning coal, not that kind of remedies, very simple remedies. Some people, Rohiji, what I met someone today in the afternoon. I was doing one appointment, and that person is also in my class. Very good guy. He's from the African descendant, but an American. Oh my God, he's done like 60 readings in past 1.5 years. 60 other astrologers has given reading to him, and they have given him some new name also. There is possibility that he's doing some remedies, spending some money here, there, whatnot. Someone told him do this puja. Someone told you are this. Someone said you were incarnated. Some stupidity is happening. Don't believe in all this. Astrologers make a lot of money with all this kind of stupid things. Make sure that their fees, whatever their genuine fees is, they give. And after that, they said, do this puja, take this stone, do this. That is all stupidity. He was telling me what I told him. I told him, emerald is a very good stone for you. He said, I want to buy it from you. I said, this is what a fanatic attitude is. Did you ask that, okay, I will do some research about emerald? This, why are you buying it from me? No. So everyone, make sure that don't get into trap of astrologers who are trying to steal money from you. That do this puja, nothing will happen. You have to do puja yourself. Sit down, close your eyes, and do the problem. Whoever is giving problem is Mars is giving problem. Do Kartikya Dev mantra, do Hanumanji mantra. You will get the energy to get rid of that problem. Saturn is giving you problem. Do Om Namah Shivaya. No one bigger than Lord Shiva can help you. Every planet has a deity associated to them. Do their prayers. You will auto planet will not do anything to you. So, but and also your karma should be good. Yearly horoscope. You can book online on acastro.co. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also. Here, October comes, and October is a very exciting month, and that's why I cannot wait for it. Mercury enters into Libra. And here, Mercury is also the Kendra Lord going to the 8th house. Sudden ups and downs in career, sudden ups and downs. Now, this positively, there can be reconciliation between uh, some kind of problem with spouse, or some kind of problem with your in-laws, or some kind of problem with your business partner. There can be reconciliation, and there can be possibility with talking and with pure communication, things may resolve, and there will be a lot of restoration of inner peace and happiness for you. Venus enters into Virgo, says that I have seen too much. I want to now relax. I will get into debilitated state and make sure that I give a lot of strength to my friend, that is Saturn, sitting in the ascendant. I will aspect Saturn with an exalted drishti and make sure that anything to do with your discipline, attitude, yourself, your body, your physical outlook is taken care of in a very, very luxurious, nice way. But here, because it is completely powerless in the seventh house with sun, it will get combust also, and it will be not so. Uh, it is not disaster for the seventh house, but it is good for the first house this time. So very nice for it. Sun, on the other hand, says I need healing because I just went into an eclipse. And how healing will come? Healing will come when sun will aspect second house with an exalted aspect. And here, this is the sign. And this is the time when sun is going to make sure that whenever sun gets debilitated, you will get wealth, because it is putting second aspect on the second house. And here, when it aspects in 0 degrees to 14, 13 degrees, it is that time when it is aspecting Ashwini nakshatra. There is a lot of healing also that is coming to you, especially healing through communication, healing through speech, someone speaking to you, speaking it out, and making sure that you are now absolutely fine. Such kind of things is happening. Jupiter, a big transit happens now. Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev, enters into Cancer. If you see here, there is one more very big yoga that has happened. The sixth house lord, the eighth house lord, both are debilitated right now. That means in the bad places, the lords of the bad places or the difficult obstacle places are debilitated. That means no problem in that area. On the third, Jupiter says that, okay, I want to save myself anyhow. And why Jupiter is retrograde? Only because Saturn is retrograde in Jupiter entered into Cancer is because Saturn is retrograde in the first house, and Jupiter wanted to aspect it to make sure that everything related to your first house, that is its own ascendant sign, is taken care of during this time when Saturn is going to get direct very, very soon. Jupiter entering into Cancer is again very good for progeny, for childbirth, anything to do with higher education, anything to do in terms of very, very larger gains. That is supposed to be your wishes, hope, or from your social circle, and also your personally, physical personality will improve during this time. So beautiful transit, but because this is a big transit, we cannot say anything in 2 minutes. It's going to be taking more time, at least 8 to 10 minutes for per sign is what we need to say. So we'll be making big videos, so do subscribe so that you do not miss out on anything. And all of 2025 we'll be doing astrology for beginners, the course. Here the syllabus is on screen. There are only 30 spots per batch, so make sure that you are enrolled, and then it will be a very exciting journey of astrology and learning astrology. All the best. Here, after Jupiter transits, Mercury also enters into Scorpio. Now here, the Lord of the Kendras, the fourth Lord and the seventh Lord is in the ninth house. That means your destiny will be working for you. Your luck will be working for you. This is very good time for making partnership to start up new things, or maybe in partnership buy some real estate. So this is going to be positive for you. Also, possibility that Mars comes here and it makes more stronger yoga of you creating real estate through partnership. Because you know why? Mars is putting an eighth aspect on the fourth house. That is the house of Mercury, and Mars is also aspecting the 12th house. That means foreign travel for higher education. That is also means that foreign travel for work related purposes. It, because it is getting aspect of Jupiter also. Also what it means is that here it is aspecting the third house also. So lot of, courage will, you will show that, okay, I will take initiative, this is my courage. So beautiful time for all the people. Awesome time. October is a very, very awesome month. So don't worry about it. Planets debilitated are good, then exalted. Exalted planets give a little bit of stress. Debilitated planets are good always. Yearly horoscope you can book online, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description. All the best, guys. Venus enters into Libra, into its own sign, and here Sun is debilitated, but Venus comes here. It's like a lot of nurturing to Sun. In fact, if you see Venus, it is going to aspect the second house. So some hidden inheritance, wealth from inheritance, wealth from some shared resources, wealth from some occult wealth. That means trying to learn some kind of occult sciences like numerology, astrology, getting deep into it is also possible. Transformation is seen during this time in a very positive way. Mercury retrogrades into Scorpio. Now it says that, okay, listen, I really forgot something and I want to say something to Venus. And this is about the next, then we are going ahead, and Saturn is looking at us when we will go there in the sign of, Sagittarius. So Mercury is going back and trying to make sure it repairs everything related to communication between you, your father, your mentors, your gurus, everyone, so that everything is in positive space. Jupiter says that, okay, my work is done. Shani Dev is going to get direct very, very soon in next, 17 days. So I need to make sure that I make a move from here. And, Shani Dev, when it becomes direct, I have done my job, made sure that everywhere where discipline is required, now it will be enhancing. I will be enhancing discipline for you. And also because Shani Dev is going to put a direct aspect, like when it turns direct on 28th of November, it puts a direct aspect on the 10th house. So Jupiter has to come again, running away to save that 10th house, to make sure that, there is discipline is required. Slow growth is there, but growth in very larger scale is there. So this time, Saturn transiting is a very, very positive news for all the people related to, Pisces ascendant. Sun says debilitation over, and the sixth house lord going to the ninth house. Any court cases, any problem, trouble related to disease, health, enemy, your luck will work for you, and you will get really, really the, this kind of rays will come from the hands of God and make sure that you are all trouble is gone away. Everything vanishes. The more spiritual you are, the more trouble will vanish for you. Mercury enters into Libra, tells Venus something in his ears. Very, very simple. Venus, you know what, we have to do this, something that we don't know what they are talking about. And because Venus says, oh, really? Okay, 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 okay. I just got it. Yeah, we have to go to Sagittarius, and you will follow me. So don't worry. I will make sure everything is right. Here, Venus also transforms in a very, very nice way and make sure that Mercury, anything that has to do with education or anything that has to do with research in the area related to occult, related to your workplace, in the area related to your something that you have just missed out in the relationship area, reconciliation area, here you will be able to do a lot of things in that space. Venus enters into Scorpio. Good news for all the people. Then 8th house lord is in the 9th house. Gains from, again, partnership is seen, and gains from hidden sources is also seen. So suddenly somewhere you will get a lot of God's grace. Saturn, Shani Dev turns direct. Now, again, those who are Sadesati, especially will start feeling a lot of impact. Those who are in second phase of Sadesati, that means those who have Aquarius moon, will get problem during the time of Saturn retrograde. But now, those who are in the first phase of Sadesati, their time begins. with some kind of delays, some kind of things related to where they have to put more effort, where they have to put more ideas to grow. But still, Saturn is very positive here because it's the owner of the 11th house and the 12th house. That means it's owner of gains as well as expenses. So it is a very summer. That means a very neutral planet for Pisces ascendant. So a lot of gains you will be able to see in terms of your efforts that you're putting will also be rewarded. Your relationship partnership will have a lot of discipline and a lot of good things, as well as your career in a slow manner, in disciplined manner, will move to the right level. Now, this is the big transit. I tell every time when big transits are there, we'll be making a larger video on this. So do subscribe to make sure you are there with us during that time. Mercury turns direct into Libra. Now it has done its job here in the eighth house of transformation, trying to get you into, removing your diseases, enemies, also reconciliation with your spouse. This is possible. So very nice time. Mercury is now in direct motion. All of 2025, if you're also in direct motion, we can do weekends courses for astrology to learn astrology in a more Vedic, very awesome manner. So all the best those who have enrolled and those who are enrolling. Very great time for you people, and see you on the other side. December, big transit, Jupiter, 5th of December, enters into Gemini. Says that Saturn has Shani Dev has become direct now. I have to make sure I aspect the Kendra, I aspect the 12th house, I aspect the 8th house. 8th, 10th, and 12th. Here is the aspect of Jupiter. There will be a lot of growth that you'll be seeing. So again, Jupiter in Gemini means very good scene. Kendra Lord in the Kendra, fourth from itself, a lot of peace, happiness will restore for you. Mercury enters into Scorpio here. So now all the four are making a stellium in the ninth house. This is a time of lot of luck. Lot of luck will be working for you. All the planets are towards your luck, your devotion, all the spiritual blessings that you have taken. Now this is the time to spend that. This is a time you'll be spending a lot of spiritual blessings to get a lot of luck in your daily chores, and a lot of good things are happening to you. Especially, only one thing where we have to be careful is about father. We have to be careful about the health of father because two cruel planet are sitting in the ninth house. In fact, this is also a time that there can be possibility of health problems to your gurus also. So this is where we have to be careful. Later, Mars is going to be the into the 10th house, aspected by Saturn. And here Mars needs to show a lot of discipline. And here Mars is the planet that can give you anger. And those who are in ruling power can become ruthless during this time because there's collective aspects. Saturn is aspecting Mars, Mars is aspecting Saturn. So this is a time of aggressive behavior of Mars. So very careful in the work area, don't want to fight. And this is the time that you'll be asking for leaves and there'll be a lot of work piling up. So make sure that everything is done in your better earlier of the year, so that you don't have to stress during this time. Then Sun comes here, says that who the hell is doing anything wrong here? I'm the sixth house lord, I'm the workplace lord, I am coming to this house and I will make sure everything related to fame, name, ability, dignity, power, rank, everything is at top. It will receive the aspect of Saturn, but Sun is more powerful here. So there is nothing, no one can do it. Jupiter is also getting aspect, sending aspect here. So again, very positive. Then Venus, the lord of the eighth house, sudden ups and downs, comes to the ninth house, says that okay, listen here, I am here to communicate good things to everyone. Make sure that I'm the third house lord as well, eighth house lord, so no ups and downs should be here. Let's solve everything with communication, and there can be possibility that there is again gains in your career. So this is also very positive. And then finally, how the year began when Mercury entered into Sagittarius. Mercury, and today the year ends with Mercury and enters into Sagittarius. Kendra Lord, fourth from itself, restores lot of peace, happiness. Here, there is two things. There are two very good friends of, Saturn, that is Venus and Mercury, and two very good friends of Jupiter, that is Mars and Sun. So there's going to be very balanced. There is going to be growth also. There is going to be rift and discussion of some kind of head banging also, problem also, but both will be in very balanced way. So it's going to be an awesome year end for all the December of 2025. Mars is the ruling planet of 2025 because it is the number 9 that is ruled by Mars. In numerology, Mars represents action, drive, passion, and sometimes aggression. A 9 year tends to symbolize endings, completion, and transformation. It is a time for wrapping up your old cycles and preparing for new beginnings. Especially, Mars is the planet that is related to war. I'm not talking about war that is happening in the world, but war inside yourself. It is time to end your some desires and move with a very practical approach. It is also a very important time to make sure that ignite ignition of action passion is also there. Aggressive behavior is also needed sometimes to achieve things. So don't be very calm down. It is going to be a very aggressive period during March 2025. And yearly horoscope you can book online on acastro.ca, and the course also you can do anytime, depending on when you're watching the video. You can ask Samantha and you can join the course.
Join the course.
Happy New Year to all the people. Happy New Year, Rohit ji, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you also. And finally, we have achieved this mission of a long marathon 2025 yearly horoscope for all the 12 ascendants. And,
Yes, Rohit ji.
lots of hard work you have put this and research and the beautiful presentations to make things easy for everyone. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Rohit
And
ji.
thanks to all the family members, your love and motivation make us do these things. So for consultations, number on the screen, same number for the classes, and a link in the description box. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram.
Shri Ram,
Yeah.
Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mahalakshmi. Om Namah Shivaya.